activated ATM diamond right now will become monomer. When they become monomer, they phosphorate each other. Okay. So once ATM got phosphorated, the mRNA will come, find a place and to help the ATM to have more phosphorylation activities. Once ATM phosphorated, it is downstream the target of ATM such as gamma H2X, MDC1, the BRCA1, 53BP1, they will be all layer by layer will be phosphorated. So this is the DNA damage checkpoint. It's for the whole cell cycle. Of course, the cell cycle, if they are not receiving DNA damage, they have to check, as I mentioned earlier, this G1 checkpoint to make sure the cell receive enough growth signaling to upregulate cyclin A, cyclin E, or cyclin D. So they were enough to be able to pass that gate by phosphorylating RB. And the gate is open for the cell cycle to go to the next stage of the S phase. When the S phase has finished the chromosome, there's a checkpoint to check whether the duplication of the DNA is complete or not. And if it is complete, they will let the cell to go on to the next step to do the mitotic separation. Okay? So that's the whole cell cycle process. Okay?
Okay, I still have one more question. I still, when review your lecture at home, I still not have understood about the mechanism that ATM can fix the DNA damage. Explain, please.
The mechanism, how ATM could...
Yeah, I saw three, there are three mechanisms, so I don't know exactly what they are.
Yes. The mechanism could be back and forth, like I said. The ATM itself senses the conformational change and it becomes activated. Once it's activated, the mRNA actually promote. Remember, there's one biochemical study, research about if we add more mRNA in the complex, the ATM activity to phosphorate on PBD3 or CHEK2 is dramatically increased, if you remember those biochemical study. So what I think is that ATM is recruited first, but then mRNA sit in. When the mRNA try to do is to stitch these broken ends of DNA together. They will go there and at the same time bind ATM again, enhance ATM activity. ATM only activate only probably has certain amount of activity. Now when mRNA recruited more, you remember the biochemical study show us the mRNA increase the ATM activity in a dose-dependent manner. So that means when more mRNA got brought in, they will be able to enhance the ATM activity. And by enhance the ATM activity is through increase the ATM and its substrate binding. If you recall, we also have another data to show that mRNA increase the ATM bind to checkpoint kinase. Okay. Yeah. All right. Any more questions? If not, let me ask you several questions. Yesterday we have an interesting question. I think all of you in here need to know. Okay, I see you. Someone is raising hand now. So our question is, what is the number one killer cancer in this country?
Sir, I have one question about protein disease man. Can you tell me why it's also known as H1? It means human epithelial marker.
HME1. Why you call it HME1?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's only expressed in epithelial cell.
Okay, good question. Okay. thought we finished the question part. Actually, she's still asking question. So her question is about what I call 43 sigma HME1. Right? So HME1 stands for Human Memory Epithelial Marker 1. Okay. You asked a good question. Whether 43 sigma only expressed in epithelial cell. Okay. The reason we call it HME1 at the beginning is not my nomenclature, it's some other groups. Because they found that 43 sigma is downregulated in breast cancer. Okay? And breast cancer usually comes from epithelial cell. Okay? Epithelial cell abnormal proliferation. Okay? So because of this observation, they think downregulation of sigma could use as a marker for human breast cancer. So that's the reason they call it HME1. Okay? As for whether this protein only expressing epithelial cell, I don't think so far that is the limitation. I think sigma probably expressed in many type of cancer, many type of cells. Okay? Not just limited to epithelial cells.
But why you can tell me why sigma protein is unique among 14-30 protein family?
Okay. Why this protein is unique among all the 14-30 members? I think we emphasize quite a lot. This sigma is the only isoform induced by PBD3. Other isoform, they are not induced by PBD3. That's one difference. So let's make it unique. The second is that these isoforms usually only form homodimer. Okay? The other isoform, they form homodimer. In addition to that, they could interact with the other isoform to form heterodimer. Okay, so that's a second unique. Okay, and the other unique is that sigma is the one being downregulated in cancer. In contrast, other isoform is overexpressed in cancer. Okay, sure. All right. Okay, so we asked that question about what's the number one killer in cancer in Vietnam, in this country. Anybody want to raise your hand to give me the answer? Okay, there.
So first is the data that I got from like 20 years ago, so it's not really updated. But anyway, first it's different from male and female. So for male, it was lung cancer and also liver cancer.
Okay.
And for female, I think it's breast cancer.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the data that I got.
Okay. But you say it's 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, the data like from 1990.
Okay. I think we I do a search as well, and then this data is much more recent.
Okay.
For the male, it's lung cancer indeed. Okay. And liver cancer is another thing, like you were saying. 20 years ago and 20 years later, it seems to do not change that much. Okay. So, meaning the smoker, the cigarette smoking is, you need to know. Lung cancer, although non-smokers still get lung cancer. Okay, don't be confused to say only lung cancer, only smoker will get lung cancer. Non-smoker won't get lung cancer. That's not right. Non-smokers still will be able to get lung cancer due to several situations. In the Asian population, non-smoker, especially female, still have the possibility to get lung cancer. and that's due to the EGFR mutation. And this is not germline mutation. So for some reason, the mutation was happened during the process. So far, we still have no idea what caused the EGFR mutation in female non-smoker. Okay? So that's one of the important research topic, because we want to have a understanding about why a non-smoker, especially female, is still be able to get lung cancer. Okay? So for male, like you said, the smoking and the lung cancer is #1 killer in this country. My understanding about female, you say breast cancer 20 years ago? Okay. I get the data, I think the data tell me that it's the cervical carcinoma and the uterine cancer. If I'm wrong, someone correct me. Yeah.
After the double can in 4 years ago.
It's about the woman is the most killer in liver cancer.
It's a liver cancer?
Yeah.
This is the most recent data?
Yeah, liver and lung and breast cancer.
That's
is
4
the
years
first-
ago?
Yeah.
It's 4 years ago. Okay. Maybe we have another discussion tomorrow, maybe, or sometime next week. I'm not sure because the data I say is uterine cancer and cervical carcinoma. But for all the female students here, let's make an effort. This is something related with your health issue. So if someone pull out the literature and the real study, and then we put on the slide here to share with everybody, okay? And it's very important, you should know, especially in this country. And what I have learned, most sort of surprising is that the cancer death rate of this country is the highest among the world. Okay? So that means you and all of us here all have certain responsibility to be able to help you to reduce the cancer death rate. Okay? Anybody know what's the percentage of the death rate, cancer death rate of this country? Someone know? Not have to be really correct, but if the number is close enough, will be good. Okay. Anybody know? Raise your hand. Or you could just guess. Just raise your hand and guess. Let's see how far. Okay? Anybody know? Not even don't want to try to guess. Okay, you?
So as far as I know, that in Vietnam at the moment, each year we have 150,000 new cases of cancer, and the number of deaths is 75,000. So half of the number of new cases.
Half of the new patients.
So Vietnam is, you're right, that Vietnam is among the highest rates of death due to cancer in the world. And death due to cancer accounts for 20% of the total cost of death in Vietnam.
Okay. I think he make a good comment. I think the number about the cancer deaths in Vietnam is about right. But when you say 50%, I think the number is even higher. I could be wrong, but I just read it, okay? It said the number is about 73%, the cancer death rate. For, you maybe say it's a year, but we talk about all the population who get cancer, and then how many of them die quickly, okay? 75%, 73%. So it's pretty high, almost the highest among other countries. So the concern is that quite a few population do not have the access to early diagnosis, okay? Or it was not emphasized, okay? Whereas you need advice, whatever your friends and relatives, especially for male, maybe they need to do the X-ray screen to take a look at the potential lesion in the lung. For female, the pap smear test has to be done to do a early detection for the potential cancer. Okay? The endometrial cancer and the cervical carcinoma. Okay? So I just want to share that with you. 75%, 73% death rate. Normally, other country is about 50%. Okay? For U.S., that's about 50% because a lot of patients have access to the clinic for early diagnosis. But here seems to be have some limitation. So I don't know what we could do about it. Maybe many of you who in the future will be involved in the health issue of this country, you could help to address such an important issue. Okay? All right, and then that's sort of an inspiration for many of you and us all work together to see if we could make something to improve. Okay? And as I said earlier in the literature, we realize the cancer death rate is an important issue. So the Indiana Cancer Center, my institution, launched this Moonshot project, Moonshot program. The goal is to reduce the cancer death rate. And that's our goal. As we all know, the cancer cannot be 100% cured. So the idea is to have the better strategy to prevent, to reduce the death rate, but we need to do more cancer prevention. So I share with you how you self could do some cancer prevention. Okay? You need to eat right, drink right, okay? And then the bad habit, you need to get rid of it. Okay? Cigarette smoking definitely is a no-no. Okay? And preserved food, okay, if you can avoid, you should avoid it. Okay? Canned food, barbecue, okay? We talked about that many times. Even my American colleagues, when I tell them that barbecue is no good, sometimes they say, they just ignore it. Okay? But that's our human habit. Okay? But you should know, you should apply this knowledge. Okay? Barbecue, you take out how many casinos is there, then you know. Okay? The meat, do we talk about the meat part? Okay? I think I shared some story with some of you already, but I could tell you again. The Kentucky Fried Chicken. Do we have Kentucky Fried Chicken here?
Yeah.
We do. Okay, in Vietnam, right? But probably not happen in Vietnam. Maybe it happened, but in China, it's already been reported that the chicken nugget they eat from Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant. The chick coming from egg, the small chick, to become a chicken nugget in the restaurant, only 1 month. Okay? So you can imagine the farmer need to feed how much antibiotics or growth hormone for this chick to grow fast within 1 month and then become chicken nugget. Okay? I would say a lot of antibiotic, a lot of growth hormones there. So when you eat chicken nugget, you are eating those things to your stomach, to your intestine. Okay? And you could imagine, maybe you don't find it within 1 month, but 5 years, 7 years later, or 8 years, 10 years later. The accumulation, as we know, the DNA damage once one cell survived that process, couldn't repair, it stay there and then start proliferating and then be able to sometimes be able to metastasize to the distant region. Okay, the smoker, they realize that, oh, I smoke today, but tomorrow I'm still doing good, right? They didn't realize the lesion is built up day by day. So 10 years, 20 years later, the lesion of the lung metastasized to the brain. And then they have lung cancer, they have brain metastasis. Then it's time to regret. So I'll just share with you. Okay? And taking these cancer cell signaling, I think the bottom line is to have you this certain kind of knowledge about the cancer, how the cancer cell was able to manage to escape the cell cycle regulation, to be able to escape the DNA damage checkpoint. Okay, so if no other question, we'll continue the lecture. Okay?